On September 23, 1955, rising Hollywood icon James Dean pulled up outside a Los Angeles restaurant in his brand-new, customized Porsche 550 Spider. He proudly showed it off to fellow actor Alec Guinness, but instead of admiring the sleek aluminum lines, Guinness felt a sudden, freezing dread. He looked at Dean and said, "If you get into that car, you will be found dead in it by this time next week." Exactly 7 days later, on September 30th, James Dean was gone. His car, nicknamed Little Bastard, became the center of a horrific crash. But the tragedy didn't stop at the highway intersection. What followed was a trail of broken bones, fiery accidents, and mysterious deaths that gave birth to the most terrifying curse in automotive history. And the strangest part? The car completely vanished. To understand the machine, we have to look past the myth. In 1955, the Porsche 550 Spider was an absolute engineering marvel. It was Porsche's very first dedicated road-legal race car. Weighing just 550 kilograms, barely over 1,200 pounds, it featured a tiny but ferocious 1.5-liter, four-cam engine pushing 110 horsepower. It was low, lethal, and incredibly fast. James Dean, an avid racer, traded in his Porsche Speedster just days before a scheduled race in Salinas, California. He handed the keys to custom car legend George Barris to add a few personal touches. Barris painted the race number 130 on the hood and doors, added red stripes over the rear wheels, and scripted a nickname across the engine cowling, Little Bastard. Dean loved it. It was rebellious, fast, and unyielding, just like him. But on his way to that Salinas race, the car's dark legacy began. At 5:45 p.m. on September 30th, Dean was cruising down Route 466. Ahead of him, a massive Ford Tudor sedan turned directly into his path. Dean tried to dodge, but there wasn't enough time. The lightweight Porsche collided almost head-on, flipping into a crumpled heap of aluminum and steel. Dean was killed almost instantly. The wreck was sold as salvage to George Barris, the man who originally styled it. And this is where the story shifts from a tragic accident into pure Twilight Zone territory. While the car was being unloaded at Barris's shop, it slipped from the trailer, crashing down and breaking a mechanic's legs. Sensing the car was bad luck, Barris began parting it out. He sold the engine to Dr. William Eschrich and the drivetrain to Dr. Troy McHenry. Both men put the parts into their own race cars. On October 21, 1956, both doctors raced against each other in Pomona. During the race, McHenry's car violently lost control and hit a tree, killing him instantly. In the very same race, Eschrich's car unexpectedly locked up and rolled over, severely injuring him. Later, 2 tires from the wreck were sold to another driver. Reports claim both tires blew out simultaneously, sending the driver off the road. The National Safety Council eventually acquired the remaining shell of the Little Bastard to use as a traveling highway safety exhibit. But the car wasn't done. At its first exhibit garage, a fire broke out, destroying everything around it. The Porsche walked away completely unscathed. At a high school display, the heavy car fell off its display stand, breaking a student's hip. While being transported to another event, the truck carrying it skidded off the road, crushing and killing the truck driver beneath the wreckage. By 1960, the Safety Council decided they had seen enough. They loaded the cursed Porsche onto a sealed truck in Miami, Florida, to ship it back to Los Angeles. When the truck arrived in LA, the driver walked around to break the official security seal on the cargo doors. The lock was untouched. The doors had been locked the entire trip, but when he opened them, the trailer was completely empty. The Little Bastard had vanished into thin air. For over 60 years, automotive historians, treasure hunters, and supernatural enthusiasts have searched for the remains of James Dean's Porsche. In 2005, a museum in Illinois offered a massive $1 million reward for the chassis. A man came forward claiming that, as a boy, he watched his father hide the remains of a smashed sports car behind a false wall in a building in Washington state. Yet, to this day, no physical evidence has ever been recovered. Was the curse a series of bizarre coincidences, or did the little bastard possess a dark energy of its own? And more importantly, is it sitting in a forgotten barn somewhere, waiting to be found? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is the car still out there, or did it burn in secret? If you enjoyed this dive into automotive mystery, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next breakdown of history's wildest rides.